Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. We are going to get into a little bit of a discussion today, right? I thought let's bring a topic to the table. I'm not going to talk about news, I'm not going to talk about, updates and things like that. No, what I am going to do is drop the Tottenham versus Chelsea preview for you guys tomorrow. So make sure you are subscribed, notification bell is on, and you guys are going to watch that preview tomorrow in before Sunday's game when we go to... I still call it White Hart Lane. I don't know about you. People call it the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. No. It's White Hart Lane. Okay, it's the same flipping spot. I think the new stadium is about half on top of where the old stadium was. So it's kind of been shifted a bit. But it's still White Hart Lane for me anyway. Our game on Sunday is going to get very interesting. And there are some crucial points that I have to mention in tomorrow's game about Spurs' injury crisis. So we're going to get into that tomorrow. But what I thought we'd focus on today is the one piece of news that we got and then have a discussion about it. Because Thomas Tuchel done his press conference for the Spurs game earlier on today. And he gave the update that Christian Pulisic is still out. He's training individually, so we'll see what happens with him. But N'Golo Kante is back and he's fully fit and he's ready to play. Right? And this got me thinking. Because... Thomas Tuchel has a decision to make, a big decision to make, and it's not an easy decision. And I thought, you know what, this would be the perfect opportunity to take this topic, this point, and pose it to all 88,000 of my subscribers. Well, more actually, 88 and a half, pretty much approaching. So thank you all so much for those that are subscribed. We're approaching 100k. We're on the brink, and it's all down to you guys. So thank you all so much. For those that aren't subscribed, make sure you do. Let's get that number, and then we'll celebrate. But I thought I'd pose the question: if you were Thomas Tuchel, what would you do? What would you do this Sunday? Bearing in mind you're playing against Tottenham. This is the biggest rivalry for Chelsea in terms of the Premier League calendar. In terms of deep-rooted rivalry, club v club. I'm not talking in terms of who I think is going to compete for the Premier League title. I'm not talking that sort of rivalry. I'm talking deep, ingrained, historical value rivalry. It's Spurs. We despise Spurs. All due respect to Spurs fans. I'm sure maybe a few watching. I've got some that are mates and I like them a lot. I don't like that they support Spurs, but I like them a lot. They're very good people. And we clash, right? We clash when it comes to football, but we get along so well. They're honestly some of the best people. But Spurs, Chelsea. Two clubs despise each other. It's a big game. It's bragging rights. It's a London derby. And each team, no matter what happens this season, they want to win this one. Right? Spurs are looking at the Premier League season and they're going, I hope we beat Chelsea home and away. Yeah? I don't care. We might finish 10th, right? Terrible season, but we beat Chelsea home and away. And Chelsea are the other way around. Chelsea are looking at us going, yeah, we're competing for titles and all that, but it'll leave a sour taste if we didn't win the double over Spurs this season. If we didn't go to the lane, win, bring them back to the bridge, win, something's wrong. Right? And rightfully so, because right now I feel like we're a complete level above them. But this Sunday, Thomas Tuchel has a big decision to make. Now, Kante is back. Jorginho has been playing, and he's been playing well, Not fantastic, but well. Kovacic has been doing very, very well. Very well. And now we add Saul into the mix, right? And yes, his debut was borderline horrific, but we're willing to cut some slack. Even Thomas Tuchel mentioned in his press conference, he's willing to cut some slack. It's a case of adapting. It's a case of maybe a little bit of a shock factor to Saul. I think it took him by surprise. I really think. And in some aspects, I find it a bit bizarre because everyone knows the Premier League is, bish bash bosh. It's quick, it's fast, it's high tempo, it's high intensity. You gotta wake up. You're playing in the Premier League. This isn't La Liga. I think Saul was probably expecting that the difference wouldn't be so high and he'd be able to just fit in, and he got shocked hard. He got shocked hard. And Thomas Tuchel said in that press conference that when it comes to Saul, he's willing to, allow him to adapt. He's got good people around him. He'll come good. And I'm confident Saul will come good. You best believe. Saul, I believe, will do big things this season. We've only just started the season, so let's give him some time. But this Sunday, when you bring Kante back in to the picture, what would you do? Who are you picking? Because let's have it right. I think no one's going to pick Saul. But in terms of the other three options, you could go with any one of them. You know, there's the case of Kante's back. He's got to play. He has to play. It's Kante, right? And when you look at Tottenham and the injuries that they have and the complete, you know, discombobulation, right? Which is what Matisse likes to use. So shout out Matisse. But they're completely disjointed with all the players that are going to be out. So you put Kante on the pitch, chances are Tottenham are not getting through. They're just not getting through. Kante will probably be everywhere to win the ball, right? But at the same time, do you disrupt the Jorginho Kovacic connection that we've had the last few games, which has worked very well in midfield? And not necessarily just because of that combination, but Kovacic. Kovacic has been outstanding. And he still is. He's in the form of his life right now. So do you put him on the bench for Kante? Or do you play him? But this is where there's another thing to add in here. Alright, you want to play Kovacic, cool. You want to play Kante because it's Kante. Well, where's Jorginho then? Does he fit in? And right now, in terms of the way that we play, I feel like Jorginho is key. He's key in my opinion. Especially in terms of building from the back, in terms of being able to orchestrate some of the players in front, in terms of being able to launch those balls over the top, in terms of being able to move the ball very quickly. I think in terms of the three midfielders we have right now, in terms of pass, move the ball, quick, Jorginho is the quickest of the three when it comes to Jorginho, Kovacic and Kante. And that element is something important in our game. And we've seen in our last couple of games why it's important, because we weren't doing it so well. Aston Villa, there were a couple of moments where we were moving a little bit slow. It wasn't any cause for concern. The Zenit game is where it was a little bit of a cause for concern. We were slow. And Jorginho was on the pitch there, but we were slow. But I feel like if you take Jorginho off, there's a chance you might get even slower. You know, so who are you taking off? Who are you taking off? And this is where I thought I would do this video. And let's have a little bit of a discussion. I'm going to pose the question to you guys. This Sunday, what would you do? What would you do? And I'll let you know what I will do tomorrow in my preview, because I'll be giving you my lineup. But would you play Jorginho Kovacic as it's been? Would you play Jorginho Kante, which is pretty much the go-to as it was last season when Kante was fit properly? Or would you stick with Kovacic because he's in form? Would you bring Kante in because it's Kante and you'd stick Jorginho on the bench? Or, and this is where you had another spanner in the works, are you someone, right, you might be in the minority if I'm honest, but are you someone that looks at Saul and goes, I see something in this guy. He's got to play. He's got to play. So who would you play alongside Saul then if Saul's going to be playing? There's complete amount of combinations that you can go with him. And this has caused a headache for Thomas Tuchel. Let's be real. It's a headache. It's a good headache, but it's a headache now. I think it's a headache we all wanted to have because we were screaming for us to buy a fourth midfielder. And we managed to get Saul in on loan with an option to buy. So happy days. But now, especially with Kovacic in the form of his life, what do you do on Sunday? What do you do on Sunday? And I have to say, even right now, at the recording of this, tomorrow I'm giving you my preview, I'm still undecided. I want to play Kante because it's Kante. I can't see Chelsea not use Kante if he's available and he's fully fit. And Thomas Tuchel has stated he's fully fit. To be fair, he was in full team training before the Zenit game. But he wasn't risked because Tuchel and the team wanted to give him more time up until this weekend in order to be fully fit. So you know that for this game, he's at 100% again. He's not, 95, 98, little bit of an injury concern. Nah, he's back to full fitness, match fitness. So he's available. You can't not play Kante. You just can't. But at the same time, there's also a part of me that goes, don't disrupt this Jorginho Kovacic connection, because I feel like Jorginho is necessary, in my opinion. But I don't want to not play Kovacic when he's playing like this. But I can't have it always. I can't have it each. Like, you have to pick one. You have to pick one. And this is the thing with Thomas Tuchel. He has to pick one this weekend. So what should he do? I'm going to leave the question with you. What should he do? Let me know in the comment section below. And then tomorrow I will be giving you my opinion when I give you the preview and my starting 11 for the Tottenham versus Chelsea game. And I have to say, just as a little exclusive, because you guys are watching this and you're going to watch the preview tomorrow, I'm feeling very optimistic. I'm just saying. I'm feeling very optimistic. We'll see what happens. Tottenham drew 2-2 last night against Rennes in the Europa Conference Hall League. I call it the Conference Hall League now because, let's face it, that trophy shouldn't exist. I don't know why it's even existing. Maybe to give the little teams a chance. Fair play to all the little teams involved. Tottenham, I think now are classed as a little team. But anyway, I'm very optimistic for this weekend. Very optimistic. So we'll see what happens. But make sure you tune in for the preview tomorrow where I will be disclosing who I think should play in midfield. But for now, let me know in the comments, what would you do? Would you play Jorginho, Kante? Would you play Jorginho, Kovacic? Would you play Kovacic, Kante? Or would you include Saul? Let me know. I'd love to hear it. Thank you all so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you are new. Hit that notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash like button if you've enjoyed this. If you want to catch a little bit of a preview into the Spurs game, informal, little bit of detail, not too much. I went on Man Knows Football yesterday, and that video has now been uploaded earlier on today where we discussed Tottenham versus Chelsea. Not in too much detail, as I've said, but it's there. I'll leave a link right here for you guys to check out. You can enjoy that in the meantime, and I'll see all of you tomorrow for the preview. Have a good one. Look after yourself. See you tomorrow. Take care, and peace.